Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you through a shoulder follow along workout, and I'm gonna add a set intensifier that's gonna guarantee the most amount of muscle recruitment. So let's get into it. Let me explain how we're doing the set intensifier. I'm combining a rest pause with long length partial reps. How's this work? What is a long length partial? So because we're doing shoulders, on the way down, the negative at the bottom of the press is the lengthened part of the lift. We've done studies on this before. That is where we're gonna get the most amount of muscle recruitment. So we're gonna do a rest pause of a long length partial to really bang out the lengthened part of the lift. So how does it work? You're gonna do 3 hard sets of each exercise. Each set you're gonna take to an 8 RPE, rate of perceived exertion. So 10 being failure, 0 being extremely easy, you're gonna bring your set to 8. Then you're gonna perform 5 to 10 long length partials. But you're gonna make sure you keep those partials the same tempo as your 10 to 15 reps. And what is that tempo? About a 2-second negative, 1 second pause at the bottom, and a 1 second positive. So guys, follow along and let's get into it. Okay, so first exercise, we're gonna do machine shoulder press. You can do Smith machine if you want as well too. But the reason why I want to be in machine is so we can perform the long length partials at ease, and if you don't have a spot, you can just put it right back down. First set's just gonna be a feeler set. Get a good feel of the tempo, your form, your range of motion, and then we'll jump into an actual hard set. So again, guys, feet on the floor, a little bit underneath your knees, butt in the back of the bench, tight core, stacking your joints, fists versus elbows are gonna be under the bar. Pressing up, and we're gonna come down to stretch, and that's gonna be your tempo for your 10 to 15 reps. When you do your set, do your warm-up set as if it's your last set. So get in the habit of doing your first rep and then finishing your last rep the same way as your first rep. Too many times I see people finish their rep,
They're done, they're just, and they get off and they're done.
Make sure you finish every single rep the exact same way. Let your body cool. We're gonna rest for about a minute to 2 minutes. Your first set shouldn't be that hard at all, so you should be recovering pretty quick. And then see how fast your heart recovers back to its arrested state, and then start your set again. If it happens in between those 2 minutes, start again. After you're actually working and doing your hard working sets, if your heart's not recovered from then, take another 30 seconds to make sure it recovers so you can get the most out of each set. Okay, now again, remember, we're doing 10 to 15 reps. The goal isn't for you to just get 15 reps. You wanna find a weight that's gonna challenge you in between the 10 to 15 reps. So if you only get to 10, great. If you only get to 12, great. If you're getting 15 plus, the set's not hard enough, so you have to increase your weight. So for me, I'm gonna go up about 25 pounds, see if this brings me to a failing set. Again, I'm only going to an 8 RPE. I'm gonna leave about 2 reps in reserve. Now, a couple things, make sure when you set this up that at the bottom of the lift, you're still under load. You don't wanna have this too low that when you're at the bottom, you're just not getting much tension at all. So make sure your seat's high enough so when you're at the bottom of your lift, there's still tension on the muscle, right? So, we're ready to go. First working set, let's go. You can definitely feel when you're getting to your really, really hard rep, it's when you can't really control the negative. So make sure you're consistent with your negative, because as soon as that negative starts to speed up, you can start to feel close to your failing rep. So I'm taking about 10 seconds, which is probably what I was right now, and then I'm gonna start my partials. So we're doing 5 to 10 partials, long length partials. Get underneath, from here, already load, up and down, slow, stretch. So there's your partials. That's how they should look. The tempo's the exact same as the rest of your reps. Emphasizing the negative, nice stretch to the bottom, then continuing. Now again, I'm gonna take those partials as far as I can go between those 5 to 10 reps. And you can see I'm gonna stop basically when I'm not getting much height on this anymore. So my rep went from all the way to here and then down, then my last two ended up being to here. And that's what we want. We want to work that bottom range of the rep. That's gonna guarantee getting that much more muscle recruitment. Because again, when you're doing your hard sets, you might not be able to get 4 range of motion of 5 reps, but you could probably get 5 more partials right where we're gonna get the most amount of muscle recruitment. Hey guys, before we continue with this video, I gotta make sure you guys are hydrated. You hydrated yet? Probably not. Check it out, I got errands for you. Guys, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off Amino Fast. Like what's Amino Fast? Guys, Amino Fast is gonna increase your overall performance, reduce muscle soreness, improve your hydration, and it's gonna prevent muscle cramps. And guess what? All our flavors taste amazing. So guys, again, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off your next order of Amino Fast right now. Okay, back to the show. Okay, so next exercise, I picked a variation of cable flies. So again, my goal is to emphasize the stretch part of the lift. I wanna have constant tension from the bottom of the lift. When we're doing dumbbells, not much tension here. All right guys, so you can use the D handles if you want to. I'm not using it just because my cable set here, when I have the D handles on, going from behind where I'm setting up, they clang. So don't waste too much time debating what you wanna use. Just use what's easiest for you. Now, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna grab one handle, it's gonna go behind me. Other handle is gonna be behind me as well too. So from here, right away, I have tension already pulling me each way. That's what's gonna give me the most amount of muscle recruitment just from setting up. And then from here, I'm pulling out just like a regular lateral raise. From here and out. So from here and coming up and down. Again, we're gonna do 10 to 15 reps, RPE of 8, put them down at the end of the set, and then we're gonna do our rest, pause, long length partial. If you already know your working weight from just being in the gym, you know the piece of equipment, I would just jump right into it. But this being a different kind of exercise, I'm gonna start right away from here. And again, guys, my shoulders are already pretty worked already. So again, from here, feet a little bit shoulder width apart, a little lean forward, tight core. And from here, we're pushing out all the way up and back, just like this. Gonna rest. I want you guys to think of trying to touch the wall with your hands, not trying to pull the weight up, trying to push the weight out. Like you're almost trying to push a door frame away from you. Think of that motion and keeping your chest up. You're not gonna have the same peak strength you did at the beginning of your workout. It's going to slowly kind of die off. So don't jump the gun in terms of like what weight to use. Just because you get your partials doesn't mean the next that you do, you're gonna be able to get every single rep, right? So we're gonna stay here again. Then my next 2 hard sets will be the same weight. I can guarantee you my partial rep will probably go down a bit. So, a couple of things. When I'm doing my reps, you see my hands are going a bit behind me. So I'm not just stopping here, I'm letting my hands get stretched a little bit more. You understand your mobility limits. So if you have great mobility and you can come right back, great. If you don't have that mobility, just go to where you can go. But when I'm doing my sets are coming from here, and just doing this, holy jeez, I'm getting a lot of stretch there. Then I'm doing my partials, I'm going out and then I'm letting it pull me back as far as I can just so I can continue to just stretch. Even having just no weight in my hands and just doing this, after my arms have been pumped, you can see how much it's already active. There's already enough blood in the muscle right there. So just let it pull you behind. And then remember, you're trying to push out, not pull up. And if we're trying to emphasize those long length partials, we need the range of motion and the load to be on that bottom part of the lift. So I need to be stretched, pulling myself across and not be in a dead spot. So if you guys don't have a cable machine, you can do dumbbell, lying dumbbell or prone dumbbell rear delt flies. But again, start your partials out here, right? As soon as you're here, we have some activation already. And from here, we're just gonna pump it out to the side that way. Stop from here, here, here. That's how we're gonna do our partials if you're doing dumbbells. If you're not doing dumbbells and you have a cable, this is how we're doing these. Now, because, again, there's a couple things you can do. If you want to get fancy with it, grab some ankle wraps and put them on your hands, or on your wrist, sorry, and you can go from there. Or again, I like just taking off the D handles and just using this, and you can either hold it like this or hold the ball in your hand like this. Whatever way is gonna be fine, whatever way is comfortable for you. Again, from here, we don't want this to be too low, and we don't want to be super high either. So just having about, I would say like at eye level from here. So we want to pull from here and pulling down. We don't want to pull up, and we want to pull straight down like this either. So we don't want to be retracted here and then pulling like this, because you're getting a lot of assistance from your traps. So your partials are going to be from here, protracted, chest is going to stay up, and we're pulling out just to here, and then in, and you see that when I'm pushed away and when I'm protracted, there's already tension on my delts. When I'm back like here, there's not much. So we want to push away, keep it out, chest staying up, and then pulling out to here. Now, when you're pulling, I want you to think you're pulling from this part here, not pulling your wrist this way. You keep your wrist nice and straight. Remember, this part of your hand is just an extension of your elbow. Your delt is pulling this bone back this way. Don't let your forearm and your wrist manipulate this lift. Don't start doing this or this. Be honest. Get a weight that you can control that allows you to be in a protracted position where you can push far away from your body without trying to retract and pull here or this or this or this. Keep it straight. Again, we're pulling from here and here and here. This is gonna stay as one pulling back. All right, give it about 10 seconds to cool off. And we start our partials. Chest up, protracted, keep them out, and pull, ease into them. No momentum. One of the biggest takeaways today, if you watched, is zero momentum. We want to give the delts every little bit of attention from this workout. So if you catch yourself with a lot of body English trying to throw the weight back, lighten the load, get rid of the ego, put every little bit of your effort into being able to focus on letting this do all of the work. The rest of your body is just there to put yourself in position to isolate this. So think about this. If anything, you're in a vertical plank. You're literally just sitting like this in a plank position and nothing's moving. You want to keep your body completely firm and still from floor to core. From here, from the ground, I'm in a great position from here. My core is engaged. If I was literally just going to drop into the floor,
I was thinking, oh, just drop to the floor. My shoulder.
Literally, this is what I look like on the floor. You should look like this standing up. That should look like standing up. So when you're pulling, if it's a good cue for you, you're doing a vertical plank while you're here. If that's what you need to envision to keep yourself in the proper form. But again, zero body language. Be strong and powerful from here, not from your hands. We don't want to jerk it out. You want to let your literally connect. The slower we can do this, or the more ease into this, the more you can connect with your delts. If we just pull out, now you have to pull it slow, but a 1 second pull. That's 1 second. We don't want it fast like this. You want to build it from here, pushing out, and then 1,001, 1,002, stretch. 1,001, 1,002, stretch. Like that. Let me know if you guys try this out in the comment section below. My shoulders are absolutely full of blood. They're pumped all hell, and feels pretty good. This workout probably took about 45 minutes. less than that. And again, guys, you can also just add your triceps to this if you want to. You can add your calves as you want to. You can add a full arm day to this if you wanted to. It's that efficient and it's that quick. Again, it's not how much time you're in the gym, it's what you're doing while you're in the gym. Anyway, guys, if you guys have to try again, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep gym chasing. Peace.